So you turn to something positive in the local paper, A Blessed Life. Dominican sister celebrates 105th birthday. Sister Claire Maher, oh God, not related to that slimeball comedian, I hope. Sister Claire Maher blows out candles on her cake during a celebration of her 105th birthday Thursday at Our Lady of Lourdes Convent in Santa Fe. God bless her. It just shows you that you don't have to have sex to live long. See, it's the opposite of liberalism. Oh, yeah, man, don't get repressed. Oh, yeah, if it feels good, do it. Why not do it in the road? Do it with everybody. Multiple sex partners. Right. Let yourself go. Let it all hang out. Yeah, wind up dead of cancer at 50. Some horrible STD that turns into a tumor. But you don't have to have sex to live long. You don't. In fact, repression is probably a closer thing to the... If you repress your sexuality, you'll probably produce more and you'll live longer. You will not be the crazy person that the liberals think that you'll become if you repress your sexual drive. Repression is good. It built Western civilization. Compare it to the societies where they let it all hang out. Look what they've produced. Yeah, go compare it to societies where they're sexually liberated. Take a look what they've given the world. Nothing. All they do is chase each other around, to rut like animals. No art or civilization. Sand painting and a rug. Great. Blessed Life, Dominican sister, 105th birthday. My mother was like, God bless her, lived to 88. My father, God bless him, died in 1970. She never, ever went on a date, never remarried. And I remember, that's a funny story, but I'm not going to say it 100 times, but if you're new to the show, it's actually in Train Tracks, my book, which you should buy it already at the bookstore this weekend for the holidays. But I had her on the show. We'll play it next week on the Savage Nation. She was 84 at the time, living in Florida in assisted living. Not happy, really. Didn't like the food. It wasn't what she was used to. So I used to have to try and get Chinese or Italian delivered by taxi. And it took me 2 years to find out when I went to Florida that those restaurants delivered. Because she used to complain, the food's terrible. And I felt bad, very guilty living in California. I said, Ma, come out, live with me. No, I don't want to live there. But I said, you're not happy living there. No, but I don't like California. Why? The people don't talk. If you talk, they think you're crazy. I said, that's why I went into talk radio. The only place I could find an audience was on the radio because everyone is like a psycho. They're like human crabs. They don't talk. If you talk to them, they want to call the police. They think you're insulting them. I'm just afraid to go up to people. In New York, you talk to a stranger. You can schmooze people. Hey, how you doing? And you talk. Oh, yeah, look at that. But here, you say that to somebody, they think you're a molester. So I found myself so alienated when I moved out here that I went into talk radio years later to save my soul. Anyway, she's 84 years old. I call her, and I have her on the radio. Those of you who listen to the Savage Nation regularly, you heard this show topic. It's beautiful. And I don't have it, or I'd play it for you. It went like this. Blah, blah, blah. How you doing, Ma? How does it feel to be 84? Great. So I said to her, so to what do you owe your longevity? So now my mother was not a formally educated woman. She didn't go beyond high school. I thought I insulted her by using a long word. I should have said, what do you owe your long life? But I said, your longevity. And she paused. So I thought I caught her off guard. So she says to me, you mean in my case? I said, yes. But she was setting me up. She says, in my case? Yes. She says, no sex. Well, the audience has remembered that for 10 years now. They loved it. They thought it was the greatest line they ever heard. Now, I don't think she was pulling my leg either, by the way, but it's the opposite of Jane Fonda's theory of longevity. It's the opposite of Susan Saran Wrap's concept of longevity. It's the opposite of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. In other words, the opposite is the truth. Anything that the people in those businesses tell you is wrong. So that's why the nun lived to 105. No sex. And, of course, she believes in God. Her faith and no sex together work. In other words, Christian repression of the impulses is what's given this woman a clean, beautiful life. God, what a different world it is. Born in Morning Sun, Iowa, November 15th, 1907, the second eldest of 9 children. Only one sister, age 90, survives in a farming family. She attended Catholic school and learned about the church from her uncle, a priest. Wow. Anyway, God bless her. I once tried to give money to nuns because I was coming out of a hospital a number of years ago, or in general. Something happened. I don't know. I just had a bad incident. I went there and this and that. And you never go into a hospital, an emergency room for something, and, they treat you. They're great people. They're like saints in emergency rooms. So I come out, and it's like everything looked beautiful to me. The flowers on the trees looked more vibrant. The sound of the birds sounded better. The cars were shinier. Everything was, and I swear to God, I saw a nun in a white habit coming out of the hospital. So I ran up to her and I said, Sister, can I make a donation to your convent? She said, you don't have to do that, because she was in there helping somebody, right? For no reason. I said, please, I want to make a donation to your convent. She says, no, you don't have to. I said, please, tell me the name of your convent. So she gives me the name of a convent, right? I put it in my head. I go home. I look it up. There's no such convent. I swear to God, I'm not making it up. It doesn't exist. I called convents around the country for over 3 months, asking if there was a sister by a certain name. No one ever heard of her. I'm convinced to this day she was an angel. I do believe in angels. I don't see too many of them, especially in my line of work. I generally see the other side of the aisle, but wherever I go, I only see the other side of the aisle. Mean, nasty liberals in tight jeans and wearing the latest clothing. Miserable women, horrible. Their whole life given over to greed, aggression. They look like men and like just nasty, mean people. All voted for Obama. But, it's like the devil. It's like the devil in women's clothing. I mean, they don't even look like women. What's going on in my society? I don't know. That's my world. That's my world.